Alright. Victim shootout to jot down my organization here. That would mean these huge footprints leading up to the victim were maybe the killer? Most likely made by someone other than the victim. Probably the killer. If the prints match the shoes, the killer probably put those shoes on him after he was done walking about. I suppose. Although, wait, no. Maybe. I don't know. Something like that. So the footprints leading up and from the victim's head must be Mr. Cameron's. Not necessarily. They seem a little too small to be the victim's footprints. Then did he ever walk over there at all? So none of the footprints are his? Which way did Mr. Cameron walk from? It's quite simple. The victim did not walk here on his own accord, but rather, he was carried here? He was carried here after he was murdered by the culprit. Wait a second. Can we look at that picture that he took again? Okay, can we look at that picture he took again? Question now becomes, where was he killed and carried from? Let me check that picture that he took. Can I check it? From where we're currently looking... Wait, who took this picture? Wait, he couldn't have taken this picture. Because if he's the one who took the button off, then he would have already been dead. So he could not have taken this picture then. Yeah, I was about to bring up the possibility that if he took this picture, he was in the outside, which means they were on the inside. But no. The way it looks is like, it still looks like he took the picture from the inside, but like it couldn't have been him that took it, I think. I think that's where we're going with this. Anyways, question now becomes, where was he killed and when? Question mark? Man, that glitch is really annoying. Perhaps it was near the snowman after all. Okay. Do we have logic now? Found near Cameron's body, did it come from the facility grounds? Signs that Cameron's body was carried from somewhere. That seems like it's a stretch. Let's look around a bit more first. Just to double check, is there anything new? Did I miss anything, I mean? Nope. Got everything. Good. Alright. Let's change recreation. Actually, let me check the snowman. Mr. Cameron's body was moved. If we consider the button he was holding on to, it's highly likely that he was killed near the snowman. I should take a closer look. Alright. I won't rest until I've pooped on every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Alright. Footprints? There's some size 7 footprints going back and forth. According to the police files, these are the culprit's footprints. Maybe the culprit had 2 pairs of shoes or something. Indeed, they seem to grow faint and disappear as they approach the road. There's not much snow left on the road after all. As expected, it'll be difficult to determine who these footprints belong to. Alright, what about the snowman itself? This snowman's become a sad sight to look at. Can't be helped, snow and ice both melt away with time. Just like the mystery of the cases you've solved, Mr. Edgeworth. What? My mysteries don't fade away with time, they remain forever, legendized in legend. As time passes, those mysteries melt away, while you continue to keep your cool. You do realize I'm racking my brain trying to solve these mysteries during a case. Alright. Alright, fine, let me try it. Maybe it's far-fetched, but I'm gonna try it. Didn't think so. These just don't quite fit together right. Alright, we need to reconsider the information. Alrighty then. It appears that the outside of the facility was also decorated with flower beds. Wow, there are flowers that bloom in the winter? Snow is even piled up on the flower bed. Indeed, it seems a little cold, and it gives off a refined taste, even though it's just a recreation. That's right, it is a recreation, so we can't take everything we see at face value. It's possible she didn't know the full story, so she put it in wrong. That's something you always gotta remember with Little Thief. It's one of the cool things about it. Anyways, yeah. Even though it's just a recreation. Indeed, it gives off a little cold, and it tastes quite refined, even though it's just a recreation. I don't think that's quite right. Did you really taste the snowman, though? Anything? It can't be it. No, what? Anything? Did I miss anything at all in the snowman? No. That's everything. What? What? Alright, let me just try going to the other spot then. Let's go back in time or forward in time or whichever it is. Or oh wait, no. First this, I guess. What? 3 disasters. A kidnapping, a murder, and a fire on top of that. So much happened that it's hard to keep things straight. The fire was caused by a child on the evening of the incident. What child? Which means the fire occurred before the kidnapping and murder. Correct? Probably. Do you know something about when the fire started? Indeed, there's one thing that caught my attention. If the fire occurred first, then something left at the crime scene should not have been there. What has changed at the scene due to the fire and the evidence that I have on hand? Oh? Am I supposed to do something now? It seems I'll need to take a moment to compare the two. It's the one-eyed snowman. It goes all the way up to my shoulders. At this size, Gigantin class, or Gigantin, or Gigantin, or whatever. You gotta hand it to the kids who made this. I was hoping for some more diverse information instead of just its size. A bucket hat, button eyes, and a wool scarf. It's fully equipped. All that's left is to knock it down with countless punches and kicks. I was hoping for some more objective information instead of what you'd like to do to it. Victim shoes. You keep shoving irrelevant nonsense under my nose. Now chew it to pieces. Ah, not my nose. Think I should put this away for now. Any thoughts on the, stop doing that. Testimony? The SS5 incident that occurred 12 years ago. Guess I should tell you everything. My old man failed to protect the country's #1 VIP. Because of that, he put everything on the line in his hunt for the culprit after the incident. During that time, my old man, he was like a lifeless ghost. If he had just caught his prey, he might have been able to forgive himself. But that shrew Roland, she managed to get away scot-free. Well, at least now she'll be getting what she deserves, the dumb bitch. Never liked her. My old man couldn't repay his debt to the president, nor could he unravel the case. And so began the nightmare that our wolf pack still haven't woken from that day. Satisfied? Well, it's cool to finally know the story. His clan's honor was damaged. Young Lang's heart was wounded just as badly. See, young Lang. Agent Lang, I can sympathize with your father's regrets. However, all we can do is perform a thorough investigation of this case. I hope your words will serve as some kind of clue. Tch! That's all you have to say? Sheesh. All that talking was a real waste of time. Yeah. So nothing special? Oh, what about the fire? What kind of pup dumps out kerosene and lights it on fire as a prank? Next to that, valuable evidence for this case has gone up in smoke. Agent Lang, your father relentlessly investigated the SS5 incident. During investigation, did he find any information on the child who started the fire? Tch, so you noticed it too, huh? Truth is, I've thought about the same thing myself, but... Your father never revealed his own thoughts to anyone. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Truth is like a needle hidden in a haystack. Seems his feelings on the matter are more complicated than he lets on. Mr. Lang, haven't you forgotten something important? A wolf's nose should be able to sniff out the truth from a haystack. Yep. Ha ha! Ha ha! You're right. To think the little crow girl would be the one to tell me that. She is my assistant for a good reason. You're finally admitting that she's your assistant. I remember all through the first game you were like, you're not my assistant. That's just what she keeps saying, but she really did steal that position. Mr. Edgeworth's assistant for good reason, you know? Even stealing his lines. But you still don't have anything to say about it. Does Justine have anything to say? I really don't want to fucking talk to Lotta. I really don't want to fucking talk to Lotta. Anything to say about the fire at all? What is this? Do you wish for me to crush it with my gavel? Absolutely not! It was merely a joke. The goddess of law does not permit the gavel to be used trivially. You look quite serious about it, though. So shit, what do I do? I refuse to talk to these people. I don't see how they could have any input on this at all. But what else is there? I refuse to cave. Oh, there's this stuff. What about these guys? These playground toys are modeled after a hare and a tortoise, like from the fabled tale. The tortoise and the hare competed in a race, and in the end the hare lost. And now, for something completely different. What? It's time for a K quiz! What? Why'd the hare lose? There are 3 choices. I already know the answer. It's because the hare took a nap. 1. The hare's favorite shoes were stolen by the Yatagarasu. 2. The tortoise trained with the Yatagarasu until it became faster than the hare. Or 3. Unbeknownst to the 2 animals, the Yatagarasu stole the victory from the shadows. Those are my only choices. Is it too hard for you? Okay, I'll give you a hint. It starts with a th. She wants me to pick number 3? Okay, it's great. Okay. Oh shit, I'm missing something here? What? Oh my, I might have cut a bunch of that out. I was just wandering around forever going, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I should have just tried re-examining this. I thought I'd checked everything. What's left? What's left? What's left? There's nothing what? What's left? No, that's not what's left. There's nothing left. What? I know there's no- shut up. No, I already examined the snow. There's nothing left. What? What? I don't get it. What's left? What the balls? What? Are you shitting me? Oh. I didn't even realize those were bricks. I can't tell with the green image thing. I had no idea. Fucking, and it's like, I don't know, examining it, it's extremely close to the plants. You should have noticed the missing brick just by examining the plants. I'm gonna say that right now, because that's too hard to notice with the green coloring, in my opinion. It's just, there's no reason that you can't spot it when you're looking at the plants, I feel. Whatever. Alright, at least I found it now. Let's draw an order. It's strange that only this one is missing. No, it's not, because of logic. Alright. I probably cut a bunch of that out when I was just looking around trying to figure out what to do, when all I had to do was examine the freaking brick that I didn't know what examinable. Perhaps the missing brick was the one used as the murder weapon. The brick used to kill Cameron was found near the snowman. Ah, yeah! It seems to be just the right size to fit in the gap perfectly. That was short. There are signs that Cameron's body was carried from somewhere. Brick used to kill Cameron was from the nearest snowman. So what does this mean? As I thought, it seems the murder actually occurred near the snowman. Both the button Mr. Cameron was holding and the murder weapon came from there. Indeed. Also, if we assume that the killer picked up the brick near the snowman and then tried to sneak up behind Mr. Cameron. Oh, Mr. Cameron totally would have seen the person picking up the brick. True, so he would have been hit from the front. But he was hit from the back, right? Exactly. Okay, please update the recreation. So how is this being updated now? Mr. Cameron was not in the middle of the flower beds, but near the snowman. Okay, I'm on it.